Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to study short answer type question of the Tiger King, written by Kalki. These questions are very important. These questions have been asked in CBSE previous year board examinations. Short answer type questions. Question first: why did the Maharaja ban tiger hunting in the state? Answer: when Maharaja killed his first tiger, the astrologer informed him that he would have to kill 100 tigers to escape the prophecy. So the Maharaja banned tiger hunting in the state so that he could kill the required number of tigers. Question second: what led the Maharaja to start out on the tiger hunt? Answer: when the Maharaja was born, a prophecy was made that the region of his death would be a tiger. The Maharaja wanted to prove the prediction wrong. After he killed the first tiger, the astrologer told him that he would have to kill 100 tigers, as the prophecy was that the 100 tiger would cause his death. So the Maharaja started out on a tiger hunt to save his life. Question third: what sort of hunt did the Maharaja offer to organize for the high ranking British officer? What trait of the officer does it reveal? Answer: when the British official came with a request for a tiger hunt, the Maharaja offered to organize a boar hunt, a mouse hunt, or even a mosquito hunt for him, but not a tiger hunt. The Maharaja was then informed that the official would even be happy to simply pose with the tiger's carcass dead body for a photograph while the Maharaja could do the actual killing. This shows the vanity and shallowness of the officer. Question 4: when was the Tiger King in danger of losing his throne? Answer: the Maharaja had banned the killing of tigers in Pratibandhapuram, so he refused to give permission to a British officer for hunting tigers there. Because of this refusal, the king was in danger of losing his throne and kingdom. Question 5: why was the Maharaja so anxious to kill the 100th tiger? Answer: the astrologer had foretold that the Maharaja should be wary of the 100th tiger. Killing the last tiger would mean that he had proved the prophecy wrong and thus saved his life. That is why he was so anxious to kill the 100th tiger. Question 6: when did the Maharaja decide to double the land tax for a village? Answer: when the 100th tiger was hard to find near the hillside village which had reported its presence, the angry Maharaja ordered the Diwan to double the land tax for that village in frustration and anger. Question 7: why did the Diwan decide to give up his own tiger to be killed by the Maharaja? Answer: the Maharaja refused to leave the forest until he had killed the last tiger. Many officers lost their jobs, and the Diwan feared that he too might lose his job. So, to save his job, the Diwan decided to give up the tiger he had hidden. Question 8: how did the Diwan manage to arrange the 100th tiger for the Maharaja? Answer: the Diwan, fearing the consequences if the Maharaja didn't find the 100th tiger, arranged for an old, weak tiger from the People's Park in Madras. He and his wife secretly transported the tiger to the forest where the Maharaja was hunting and placed it in the king's path. Question 9. Who actually killed the hundredth tiger in the Tiger King? Why? Answer. When the Tiger King shot at the tiger, the bullet actually missed its target, but the old tiger fainted from the shock of the bullet. So, although the tiger appeared to be dead, it was only unconscious. Thus, the Maharaja thought he had killed the tiger, but it was not so. Later, it was killed by one of the hunters accompanying the Maharaja. Question 10. How did the Tiger King celebrate his victory over the killing of hundredth tiger? Answer. When he thought that he had killed the hundredth tiger, his joy knew no bounds. The elated king returned to his capital and ordered his staff to bring the dead tiger in a grand procession. The tiger was buried and a tomb was erected over it. The manner of the tiger king's death is a matter of extraordinary interest. Comment. Answer. The manner of the tiger king's death is a matter of extraordinary interest because it is ironical. Although he killed 99 live tigers, a harmless wooden toy tiger caused his death. A tiny silver of wood toy pierced the Maharaja's right hand. It became infected and the Maharaja died due to the infection. Thus, his death was destined. Question 12. What considerations influenced the Tiger King to get married? Answer. In order to defeat the astrologer's prophecy, the Maharaja had to kill 100 tigers. He had already killed 70 tigers, and the tiger population in his state neared extinction. For this reason, he wished to marry a girl in the royal family of a state with a rich tiger population where he would kill the rest of the tigers. Question 13. How did the Durai Seni behave on receiving the gifts? Answer. When the Durai Seni received the gift of 50 rings from the Maharaja of Pratibandhapuram, she behaved like a greedy woman. She kept all of rings which was not expected by anyone. Last question of this session. What message does the Tiger King give to the readers? Answer. Through the story, The Tiger King, the author wants to give the message of the transience of life and power. जीवन और शक्ति की क्षणभंगुरता नश्वरता का संदेश देती है. द स्टोरी इसेंशियली इज अ satire उपहास on the conduct of the people in power. It is found that rulers like the Tiger King are not interested and bothered about working for welfare. Rather, they spend their time in foolish things. Thanks for watching me.